Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my 33 and 34 week bump date. So if you want to see how those 2 weeks went, then just keep on watching. So of course, as soon as I sat down to film, there are mowers across the street. So hopefully y'all can't hear it. As you can see, this week I am filming in baby Lucy's nursery. We are almost done. We are so close to being finished. Unfortunately, there are a couple of pieces that I ordered off of Etsy that are coming from the United Kingdom, and I am just keeping my fingers crossed that they are going to get here soon enough. I mean, if they don't get here before we go to the hospital, that's fine, but I'm just hoping that they don't take too long. And with that being said, as soon as we get all the stuff on the walls and everything like that, which is what I'm waiting on, then I will do a nursery tour. So I may actually be doing that with baby Lucy, but we'll just have to see. So I'm at that point in my pregnancy where when people ask, oh, how are you feeling? I don't know what to say besides just a long list of complaints. I'm just feeling huge and uncomfortable and just on and on and on and on as far as complaints about how just blech I feel. My belly has just been very sore and just tender, like it's almost tender to the touch. And I had the exact same thing with Liam, but I think it was a little bit further along, but it's just very uncomfortable. I've been noticing that the veins in my legs are getting a lot more blue and prominent. Like on some of them I can actually kind of feel it, so they're really popping out, mainly on my lower legs, like from the knee down. I've also been noticing in my belly a lot more veins. It's not super dark, but I'm just noticing them along with, you know, all the stretch marks and stuff. I don't remember having that with Liam, but I mean, every pregnancy is different. Last week, me and my husband both thought that we were starting to get a cold, and I was like, man, because being pregnant with a cold is the absolute worst. You can't take hardly any medicine, and it takes you twice as long to get over it, and it is the absolute worst. When I was pregnant with Liam, I got 3 upper respiratory infections, and it was awful. The last one that I got, I was actually 39 weeks pregnant, and that was the most miserable I was the entire pregnancy. As soon as we kind of started to feel like we were getting sick, you know, of course, started chugging orange juice, did a little bit of emergency, and it actually went away. So we were both only sick for maybe like 2 or 3 days, and it was really just kind of a sore throat and stuff. So it may have been allergies, I don't think so, but I'm just so glad that it didn't turn into something more. I've been noticing over the past couple weeks that I have been getting nauseous a lot more frequently than before, and it's enough nausea to where I really kind of feel like I have to lay down, like it's bad-ish. Also been getting kind of dizzy and lightheaded, so I've really just been trying to intentionally take it easy. It's kind of hard to remember that you're so pregnant. I know that sounds stupid, but it's like you still have all this stuff you need to do, and you're like, well, I have to do this and this and this. You're like, okay, I'm extremely pregnant and I need to just stop for a minute and rest and then continue. I was also able to get another prenatal massage from my mother-in-law, and that was awesome, and it's so needed, especially at this stage in the game. Indigestion has been coming on very strong, and it comes on in just the weirdest times, I guess. Like, I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I'll have it really bad, or I'll have it like first thing in the morning. I used to get it when I was pregnant with Liam. I would get it like right after I would eat, but now it's like way later, so I don't know what that's about. But I've been trying to take it easy on the Tums, because I mean, you're only supposed to have so many a day. But I've definitely been dealing with that a lot more the past several weeks. I have definitely acquired the pregnancy swagger when I walk. Like, when I walk, it is like I try so hard to walk normal, but when your belly is so big and everything, it's hard to walk like a normal person. And I noticed that last week. I'm like, man, I'm walking weird. Liam has been extremely clingy to me. I noticed it at the beginning of last week, and that's not really in character for him. I mean, we are close, and you know, he sits with me and everything like that, but he's just been like, he wants to be on top of me all the time. I dropped him off somewhere a couple of days ago and he threw a hissy fit. He threw such a fit, and he usually doesn't. Most of the time I'm like, okay, bye, and he's just like runs off and doesn't even give me a second look. So it's really odd for him to just throw such a fit over us separating, because he usually doesn't care. He wants to be in my lap all the time. He wants me to carry him all the time. So I don't know if maybe he senses that the end is near and it's just so little time while it's just me and him. But I mean, I'm trying to just enjoy it and not be like, ugh, I have stuff to do. I mean, if he's ever like, mama hug or so, like, I stop what I'm doing and, you know, attend to him, because it's just, I know there's not going to be time, you know, years down the line where he actually wants to be around me. So I'm trying to enjoy it and look at it more as a blessing versus a burden. My husband was such a good sport, and he did a milk bath shoot for me, because I really wanted to do one, but we already did professional maternity pictures with our family photographer that we've used for almost 2 years now exclusively. And I didn't want to do a whole nother shoot just for this, because I really only wanted like 1 or 2 decent shots in the tub, especially because I can edit them and kind of make them kind of what I'm looking for. But yeah, he was such a good sport. You know, we did the milk in the bath, and we cut up tons of flowers and stuff, and it was, some of them, they came out good. I'm not going to probably post any of them, because I was naked for them, tastefully naked. I mean, everything is covered, but I don't know. I'm just not that comfortable with my body to post those, but yeah, we did that over the weekend. Okay, so I just got back from my doctor's appointment not long ago, and my doctor is still extremely optimistic about the chances of me being able to keep my uterus. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to some of my previous updates where I talk about the issues and things that have been going on with my placenta and C-section and all that good stuff. In my head, I am still mentally preparing for worst case scenario. We have had so many ups and downs emotionally throughout this pregnancy with, yes, you are going to have a C-section. No, you're not. Yes, you're, back and forth. I can't do it anymore. So I'm going into it with the mindset that I'm having a C-section and I'm having a hysterectomy. That way, if it doesn't happen, then it will just be awesome and a good surprise. So with that being said, we're kind of trying to come up with a date, and we're thinking it's going to be 3 weeks from yesterday. So that would put me at 37 weeks and 2 days, which is so much more than we could have hoped for, because in the beginning, every single doctor was like, oh, 34 weeks, 34 weeks. So 37 weeks is awesome. We will finalize everything next week when I have my final sonogram, because that will give them, you know, the most up-to-date look at my placenta and just kind of how everything's looking. So not really a whole lot of new news at this doctor's appointment. Pretty much we're going forward with the plan the way that it has been. And, you know, of course they did the heart rate and everything like that. Everything looks good. They did measure my belly. I'm actually measuring at like 37, 38 weeks. And I am 34 weeks and 3 days. So she's pretty big. But we should get a more accurate weight at the sonogram next week and see how much she's grown. Here is the 34-week bump. Okay, that is all that I have for this week's bump date. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel below. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.